Alright, time for my second game, 1 vs 100 for the DVD. So for just one game by myself, $1 million. It's gonna go back to back. Yeah. Last game I made a bold decision, pulled the mob on Qubit. No one said Qubit, I'm thinking, why not? I'll play the $1 million punt. And I think I've done the $1 million punt a couple times, actually. I forget it. No one says that. You may as well go for the punt for the million. So that's what this is follow season 1's format. First question. You could say she married him for kicks. Which soccer great did Posh Spice marry in 1999? David Beckham, Pele, Tom Dempsey. Idaho would fucking rape me if I got this wrong.
Cross your fingers and answer now.
Posh Spice is Victoria Beckham. Yeah. That's the easy one. Posh Spice is Victoria Beckham. So Idaho would fucking rape me if I got this wrong. Because I think he's familiar with the Spice Girls, if you ask me. Yeah, Pele's Brazilian and Tom Dempsey's American. Yeah, the reason why I said Tom Dempsey is Dempsey's the guy who made the 60-yard field goal back in 1970, which some people still consider to be the greatest kick ever. So how many people got that wrong, actually?
How many members of the mob answered incorrectly?
3 people got it wrong. Okay.
Good for you. Now let's see the total amount.
So just $3,000, just like that.
$3,000.
So 1 versus 97 were the question. So
let's go, because it's 1 versus 97.
See Bob doing the bowling animation. So second question now.
Each person you eliminate, that doesn't sound right, will get you $1,000. All right, before your brain caves in, let's see your next question.
Okay, second question. Who of the sisters Anastasia and Drizella worked to the bone in the classic Disney cartoon? Cinderella, Esmeralda, The Sorcerer's Apprentice. I'll admit, this is a sad secret. I never watched any of the Disney films when I was growing up. I used to watch a lot of shows my dad used to watch, which was like History Channel and Discovery back then. And I never watched any of the Disney shows. Still have never, and I probably never will. So Cinderella, please.
Your heart can go back to double time. Now it's time to see the correct answer.
Yep. They said worked about my mind with Cinderella straight away, so.
Exactly right. Now let's reveal how many mob members got it wrong.
Okay. $12 people, so that's $15,
right,
just like that.
That's worth $15,000.
One person 85. Last question for 1,000 was kind of a dense decision time, so.
Do it to it, because it's 1 versus 85. Each mob member you knock off as you squash their hopes and dreams will be worth
same value as it was. Exactly. This follows the season 1 format of the show.
Let's keep things going.
So third and final question for $1,000. In the film The Man in the Moon, Jim Carrey played this character on his alter ego, Tony Clifton, Andy Kaufman, Chuck Barris, Gus Grissom. I haven't watched the film, but I have listened to the song by R.E.M. called Man in the Moon. It's about Andy Kaufman. And Tony Clifton, people wondering, was his alter ego on a taxi. So it's Andy Kaufman. I've actually listened to the song more than I've listened to the song. I've never watched the film. Andy Kaufman. Chuck Barris. I know Chuck Barris for my younger friends watching. He was the host of the Gong Show back in the 70s. The Popsicle Twins and Gene the Dancing Machine. And Gus Grissom, second American to be in space twice. Joe Walker was the first. As for Tony Clifton was his character on a taxi. So.
Yes, now that is how it is done. Let's find out how many mob members spaced out.
How many mob members got this one wrong? I would think that Chuck Barris would be kind of a confusing answer because Barris's double act is an FBI agent, I think. It's going to be Oh, 13 mob members gone.
Let's see how
Third
much
member's
you
gone.
won.
1 versus 70.
$30,000.
1 versus 70. So about $200 a member if I got this. About
If you take
$400
the money,
per member if I got
you
each
get to
wrong.
keep all that you've earned so far. But remember, if you take on the mob, you could win or lose it all.
Mob, please,
What's it gonna
Bob.
be? The
Mob.
money or the mob?
Obviously, I gotta keep on going. Almost a third of the mob is gone after one question.
Good. You're going to face the mob.
So it's 2 questions for $2,000 coming up. So
It's getting gamey in here because it's 1 versus 70.
yep, 1 versus 70. Just one shy of being nice.
Each person you eliminate,
So it's
and we all know how
2
painful
mob members,
elimination can
2
be,
questions
will
for
yield
$2,000.
you
If you watch my Play games, you know exactly what I mean with this
$2,000.
format. Or my
Can't get out
Australian
of the
first
game
one
yet. Let's
DVD,
continue with
DS
the
game.
next
So,
question.
okay. One R&B group featured dream girl Beyonce as one of its singers. The Rippingtons, Destiny's Child, TLC. Beyonce. Think of Destiny's Child.
Members of the mob, select your
It's
answers
not,
now.
I think it's Destiny's Child because TLC, I think at least Left Eye Lopez. I think of Destiny's Child was Beyonce. Because the Rippingtons actually no band from the 80s, actually. Destiny's Child, please.
If you
It's not TLC, that's got
all
Left Eye
right,
Lopez.
let's see what the correct answer is.
So, the Rippingtons people were a band like in the mid to late 80s, actually, and you know it. So, Destiny's Child? Yes. That was kind of easy when it worked out TLC being Left Eye Lopez. And the Rippingtons I knew was actually, I think it was like a technical
You're
beat band
obviously
back in the mid to late
well-schooled in
80s,
significant
actually.
facts.
So 4 questions in, so.
Let's see how many members of the mob pressed the wrong button. McFly.
Okay, how many people got this one wrong? It's gonna be less than a third left. So 1/3 of the mob is gone. So even
Well, the
40
mob
got
has
it
spoken,
wrong
and their
so far.
answer
That's
is
50
Let's see
G's
how
in the
much
bank.
money
50
you
G's.
$50,000.
So final question for Task Force coming up. It ends decision time again. So
Put down that soda because it's 1 versus 60. Each person you eliminate is going to be worth
$2,000. So
$2,000. Your next question is coming up.
number
right
5.
now.
But Internet Star got Googled when the search engine giant paid over $3 billion for the site. iTunes, MySpace, YouTube. This was around the same time that
Bob, make
Viacom
your
sued the
choice.
hell out
Answer
of Google
now.
for copyright infringement. YouTube, it's YouTube. It'd be obvious. They still on YouTube to this day, so. And I believe when this
Think you
game
need
came
some
out, this
help?
was during the whole hoopla with Viacom back then.
Will you move
where Viacom
on or lose it all?
sued Google
Let's find
for
out
it
the
was
correct
a
answer.
copyright infringement, I believe, because it was pretty rampant on the site. Actually, people would upload full episodes of shows, and that's how it was almost like if Viacom and Jack Fletcher are the 2 biggest proponents of copyright against the internet.
Absolutely right.
You know
I'm
what Jack
very
Fletcher
proud of
was?
you
He
and your
did
lineage.
DMCA, Digital Millennium Copyright. He was the head MPA, or MPA emeritus when this game came out. Jack Valenti. Some
Let's
members
see how
got this
many
one
mob
wrong.
members got that wrong.
$16 wrong,
Let's
so never
check out how
$32,000
much
in the
money
bank.
you
So put that 82,000. So
82 grand.
which I think if now I remember correctly, it's
You can keep
49
everything
are left
if you
at this
stop
point.
now. But if you want to really win big, you have to face the mob and the possibility of losing it all. So what's
Mob,
it going to
please.
be? The money or the
Mob,
mob?
please. Gotta keep on going. Now from now on, it's just one
You pick the
question per
mob.
tier,
You are
unless you
a
get the
great
final question, which
contestant.
is infinite. We've seen some of my channel first 100 games. I'll leave that one in the description. I've had a couple of lengthy games, or like 4 or 5 questions at the $5,000 AUD mark. So 1 versus 49, just a high.
Stop
50
boiling those eggs because it's 1 versus 44.
44. I forgot. I think
Each member of the mob you knock off
56
is
to
worth
30. That was 26 actually. 26 got
$3,000.
wrong. That's round. So number
You're
6
almost at
coming
the
up.
point where you can pick the money or the mob. Let's check out your next question.
6th question. Yvonne Carla was described as the vampire mom to millions of baby boomers. For what character? Lily Munster, Morticia Adams, Vampira.
Mob members, time is
Yvonne
up.
Carla.
Answer now.
I'm thinking. My mind stays for some reason she was Gomez Adams is her wife. Gomez Adams on Adams Family. I'm gonna have to trust the mob here because
If you're not sure of any,
I think it's Morticia Adams. She was
the
John
mob will
Aston's
help you
on-screen
out, but
wife
remember,
on
this is your first of only
Adams
3
Family.
helps. All right, you're going to trust the mob.
So it means I gotta be
This
locked
means
in
you're
the
going to
most
go
common
with the
answer,
popular
regardless
choice
of being
those 3
wrong.
answers, and you are going to be committed to that answer. And isn't it time you be committed?
Yeah, people wondering, with the way the stakes
Let's
are, it's
find out what
only
the mob's most
16
popular
is
answer
the plurality. I'm thinking I probably would have said Morticia Adams if I was in this spot. Morticia Adams. Lily Munster, Munsters, the Munsters. So it was the Munsters
Let's hope
and
the mob
not
is
the
right
Adams
on this
family.
one.
Thank God I
Let's see what
trust
the
the
answer
mob.
is.
But it still could be, a slim plurality. It could be Morticia Adams, but Vampire. How did I forget about Vampire? How did I misread Vampire for crying out loud? Werewolf Eddie. And it brought back.
You were the man.
Sorry about me getting a complete brain fart about 60s culture. Yeah, I was thinking some reason Adams Family. Vampira, I think.
Let's see how many members of the
Some
mob
members
were
got that wrong.
incorrect.
Like I said before, only 16 would have done it because it was 15 and I went back to decide between 1 or 2. $13 got
Let's see the
wrong,
total amount
so
of
it puts
money
me about
you just won.
127,000, I think. 121, so down to 31, I believe. So gotta keep on going.
You can take your money and walk away.
I can still ask though. I can still
or you
pull it
can
if I
take
need
on
to.
the mob. If you get the question right, you could walk away with the money. But if you get it wrong, you get nothing.
Mob,
What
please,
will it
Bob.
be?
Last game, I got knocked out of the
You're
mob by
going
the
for the mob!
$5,000 question, so which is very early if you ask me. So it's $4,000 by member. Like I said, 2,000. It's one question per tier.
Get ready because it's 1 versus 31.
So about $4,000 Bob member if I get this wrong. So that's
Each
only
member
if
you
I'll thoroughly get it
eliminate,
right.
By now they're looking a little raggedy. Is worth
$4,000 now. So
$4,000.
question number
Here
7
comes your
is
next
me.
question.
Which of the following is not one of the 12 grubby title characters in the classic film The Dirty Dozen? John Cassavetes, Steve McQueen, Trini Lopez.
Mob.
I think one for sure I know for sure it's not it. It's Steve McQueen. I don't think Steve McQueen was one. Steve McQueen was one of them. John Cassavetes or Trini Lopez. I'm gonna have to ask the mob here. Because ask the mob, please.
Hold the mob. Trust.
You have to ask the mob.
This
I
will be
have
the
down there
second time the mob
Cassavetes
has
or
helped you.
Lopez.
After this, you're almost on your own. You're going to ask the mob.
Yeah, for some reason, game you could choose 3 helps. I just play like standard. I've used it once. So 2 members are asked at
One
random.
of them has the right answer and one of them has the wrong answer, and it's up to you to determine which one is right. First, remember the answer excluded is incorrect, so don't pick that.
That's one oddity with this game is that
Now
the
let's find out
wrong
which
answer
two
is
mob members
not
were
excluded.
randomly selected.
I $5,000 Cassavetes Lopez in my head. I think McQueen
Let's
was
find out
30
which
dozen
member of
member.
the mob chose answer A.
So that was John Cassavetes. Number 61.
Hello.
Hello, Bob. I'm Hugh. It's nice to meet you and to be able to play the game.
How do you feel about your answer?
Truthfully, I can't really make a case for my answer. I haven't the foggiest idea.
So what's the other one?
Let's see who in the mob chose answer B.
So it's going to be Cassavetes or
Hello, number
McQueen.
31.
Hi,
Hi, what is your name?
Mary. But you can call me Mary Mobster. Yeah.
So it's going to be either Cassavetes or
Are you a
McQueen.
cheerleader?
I am. Yes.
Oh my God. And how positive are you about your answer?
Well, actually, I have psychic powers, so that's what I use to determine this answer.
So one of them was speculation.
Right.
One of them was psychic powers. Cassavetes or McQueen. I'm going to have to pull them up on McQueen. Got to pull them off Steve McQueen.
All done, no more help.
Yep. Last one. I got to pull Steve McQueen.
You're going to poll the mob.
So how many mob members chose this one? Now remember, the
Great.
percentages are, if
Here's
it's
how
above
this
30%, then at least
You're
10
going to pick
people
an
want
answer,
that.
then we'll see how many people in the
So
mob
you
also
gotta know
selected that
simple
answer.
math,
First,
really,
tell me
or
which of the
high
three
level
answers
math.
you want to know more about.
I'm gonna pull Steve McQueen. I was thinking John Cassavetes, but I'm thinking now it's Steve.
selected
I'm gonna pull Steve McQueen.
Now I'll show you which members of
So
the
it's
mob
about
picked the same
3% per
answer as
mob
you.
member, people wondering. How many mobs does Steve McQueen? 76%, so that's about 25, said Steve McQueen. Which is about, I'd be happy with that. It was Steve McQueen. Like I said before, I had to burn 2 helps for the price of 1. That
Time
usually
to show
happens
you the
sometimes,
correct
and I was completely wrong. So I was completely wrong thinking Cassavetes or McQueen. Yeah, that was a really toughie, but I think now, I'm not sure Sneak Peek works, so...
Good answer. Not
So
just
about
'cause
so
it's
about
right,
only
but
about
because you look
so only
so
about 6
lame.
people got it wrong actually. About 6 people got it wrong. Which would be to be 1 versus 25, so only 6 people got it wrong.
Let's go to the mob.
We know
and
one of
see
them
how
said
many
John
were wrong on
Cassavetes,
this one.
so 17 actually. So
check
only
out the total
14
amount
got
of
it
money
right.
on this one.
14 got it right. $189,000, so about
$89,000.
so it'd be about probably 13 and a half if we got everyone gets it right.
All the money you've earned so far is yours.
I
if
think
you
it's
want it.
I've gone
If you
this
want
far,
more,
I've gotten this
you have to
money.
take
I'm
on
not
the
turning
mob.
back. I'm gonna go
So what
distance.
will it be? The money
I got no up to be,
or the mob?
but I like to live dangerously, as the old saying goes. I like to live dangerously. From Austin Powers.
Get ready for the mob.
So last game, I was able to get the last 14 on the final question without using the pull to mob and playing to Punt the Century. There's only 14 left, so
Let's go, because it's 1 versus 14.
so one less though Jason Lewis left, and one less thing got the million in
Each person
game
you
1.
eliminate, and they will take it personally, is worth
$5,000 a mob member.
$5,000.
Question number 8.
Let's keep things rolling with your next question.
Okay, number 8. A musical and food group asks, what you gonna do with all the junk inside your trunk? Meatloaf, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Black Eyed Peas. What you gonna do with all that junk? That's not something that Meatloaf would do. It's not something that Meatloaf would do. I know Meatloaf is something else. RCP, I think, is like progressive rock. It's got to be Black Eyed Peas by default. It's got to be Black Eyed Peas because
If you get stuck, you can go to the mob.
Black Eyed Peas, please. I know
Time for your
RCP is
nervous twitching
contemporary
to come
rock,
to
and
an end.
Meatloaf I think is
What
a
is the
classic
correct
rock. It's gotta be Black Eyed Peas. That sounds like a rap lyric. It has to be Black Eyed Peas because it's not Meatloaf and it's not Red Hot Chili Peppers. Because those two like Red Hot Chili Peppers contemporary rock, and Meatloaf's classic pop. Yep.
You are
Then the
correct.
real
Nicely
question
played.
is, I was able to knock out the last 15 at this point in my previous game. Can history repeat itself, knock out ever 14? So
How many mobsters got the wrong answer?
let's see. I did not pull them up, so guaranteed to at least get a sneak peek. History's repeating itself! $1 million, the second straight game. Woo!
You did it!
Two
You
games
have
and I've
won
elapsed the
$1
mob at both
million.
games.
And to do it, you defeated 100 very smart people. You just won $1 million. Thank you for playing. I hope you
That
had
being
fun.
said,
Goodbye.
thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.